Interpersonal communication, lecture 2, natural and characteristics of interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication can be defined as face-to-face interaction between among people who are constantly aware of each other. For an example, A and B. Characteristic: both the sender and receiver of meaning are present yet aware of a communication situation. For an example, A and B. Now A is example for you and B is example for the another person. Each person in the communication process assumes both roles of sender and a receiver of a message. One person can talk with the other person. So now A is talking with B is assumes that A is talking with B is a sender and the second one is receiver. The parties involved in the interpersonal communication situation are independent. Both are individual persons. In interpersonal communication, the meaning are derived from the behavior of a parties involved. Now, how can they involve in this? That is important. Now, 5 levels of a interpersonal communication classes. The 2 level, these are talked in the weather, the alma maters, the province, and we came from. These talks levels us as a stranger edge when we started because we hardly get to know the other person. In this era that depict that how can we talk and in which position we are talking about it. Now the second one is gossips. The second lowest level, we talk for hours about certain person, but at the end we have gotten to each other a persons. Worthless talking, we should say. The third one is idea. The middle, the two people conversing with one another talk of their ideas, beliefs, idealism, principles. Now they are beginning to see each other. Now the fourth one is feeling. The fourth era is, it is deeper than the third. This means that one can talk to his feelings about the other person in front of him. A person's feeling about the person's. These feelings can be negative or a positive. These levels reveals a lot about the person because when one talks to his feelings, he talks of his attitude and values and his philosophy in life. Now we can say that the third person is feelings. Feelings may be a good or a bad. As like as we are thinking about a person is a positive thinking as well as the negative thinking. The level is we should know about the persons. Now how can a person talk, that is important. Fourth, pick, highest or deepest level. One not only has understanding of what the other is telling of himself, but also there is oneness in his feelings. When one person speaks of his happiness, the other understands it and feels it. There is oneness, unity of both heart and mind. There is sympathy and empathy. There is communion. There is a peak of communication where there is about 90 of commonalities. Characteristics of effective communication. Effective communication requires the message to be clear and concise. The clear, accurate, relevant to the needs of the receivers. Fourth one is timely. Fifth one is meaningful. And sixth one is applicable to the situation. Now the first one is clear and concise. In which topic we are talking about? Our topic should be clear and concise. In which point we are get it. The third one is relevant needs the receiver. What kind of need the receiver, it is important. And how much time we can take. Timely, it is indicated that how much time we can take. So the next one is meaningful. Our talking should be a meaningful. It is about a worthless. Characteristic of effective communications. Now, effective communication requires to the sender too. Now, here we should know about the senders. Knows the subject well, be interested in the subject. Know the audience, member and establishment a report with them. Speak at the level of the receiver. Choose an appropriate communication channel. Characteristic of effective communications. The first, there are three kinds of channel. Is it appropriate, affordable and appearing? Characteristics of effective communication. Now it is depend on the receivers. Be aware and interested, willing to be accept the message. Now receiver type. Now fourth one is listening attentively. Fourth one is understand the value of the message and provide a feedback. Characteristic of effective communicator. An effective verbal communication clarifies listeners, encourages the empathy, acknowledgement, restates, repeats. Now effective non-verbal communication, relax, opens up, leans toward the other person, establish or eye contact, show the appropriate facial expression. Interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication is a person to way verbal and non-verbal. In that includes the sharing of information and feelings between individual or small group. That establishment trusting relationship. Interpersonal communication in health care settings take place between service provider and their clients and members of a community and is a key element in maximizing accessibility to quality care. Interpersonal communication includes the process of education, motivation, counseling, and start with understanding the critical role of a good client service. Educational is the process providing factual information and clarifying about the topic to an individual or a group. Counseling is the act of helping client make her or his or her decision by providing unbiased information and asking questions about what the client wants and what the client thinks that he or she can do.